Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony, here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And welcome back to Manifest with me in March. Once again, I'm so excited to be here with you guys. What you are looking at right now is some footage from my results from last year's Manifest with me. If you watched episode 2, I told my story about what I ended up manifesting as I went through the series with you guys, because every year I actually do all the steps and do this series with you guys. That's kind of how this whole thing got started. I just decided, you know what, I always end up doing a big manifestation this time of year. Might as well just show you guys how to do it. We can all manifest together. So if you haven't gotten caught up on all the episodes, that's kind of what today's about. It's going to be a shorter episode. I just want to help you guys with the homework and the stuff that we've already been doing, because this time of the moon cycle is really, really important. Honestly, if you are feeling like this course is overwhelming or it's too much or you're already wanting to give up, please don't, because all you need to do is just make it past these first 2 weeks, and then the whole rest of the moon cycle is so easy. You really got to work hard to plant the seed, right? When let's say you got to, weed the garden, till up the soil, fertilize it, put that seed in and water it. You got to kind of baby it for a little bit. But once it sprouts, you're kind of in a routine and you just let the elements do its work. It's kind of what manifesting is exactly like. So these first 2 weeks, you could think of it as us, kind of babying this little manifestation and planting the seed. But there will be a point where we can kind of step back and let the magic happen. So please just don't give up. So I wanted to talk real quick, just clarify about your vision board. So you still have time to finish your vision board. It's okay if you haven't finished it yet. The homework from a couple days ago, I wanted you guys to make a big vision board for everything you want in your life. That's just an outlet for you to be able to just kind of get it out so you can brainstorm what it is you do really want. And that vision board can be ongoing. I've told you guys I have a vision board for my life and I just add stuff to it every day. It's always a work in progress. Now, from that vision board, you should have made a small vision board, a separate vision board, and you're just picking one thing that you really want to manifest with this moon cycle. Because you're going to have a lot better results if you just choose one thing, maybe 2 things, and you don't try to manifest everything all at once, okay? So let's say, for instance, you want to manifest a boyfriend, or maybe you want to manifest a new job or a new apartment, or you want to manifest some a physical glow up that you get healthier or something like that. Those are good examples. You just want to choose one thing. I also wouldn't suggest asking for something too big. If you're trying to manifest that you're a millionaire and you're like, you know what, this manifests with me in March, I'm going to make a vision board that I'm a millionaire. I mean, maybe start with manifesting a full-time job, or maybe start with manifesting that you make $100K a year, or maybe manifest that you get a windfall of cash or something, or that you pay off your debt. Think more immediate. Think more a little bit smaller things, We talked about this example of manifesting marriage and that you get married. Well, when was the last time you were on a date? Or when was the last time you had a successful long-term relationship? It might be better to just manifest that you get a date, or manifest that you manifest a committed relationship, So just before you guys get in too deep here and start going to town with these manifestations, I want you to just ask yourself, does this feel realistic to me? Do I feel like I can make this happen? Because you can manifest whatever you want, but as you're learning this process, it's going to be easier to start with the small, and you got to start with the short term. A lot of times, let's say you need to manifest the boyfriend first before you manifest marriage. You might need to manifest that you make $100K in a year before you start manifesting, okay, now $300K, now $500K, okay, now I'm a millionaire, or whatever. Or maybe you need to manifest that you get $10,000 in savings first before you jump straight to the being a millionaire thing. So I just wanted to talk to you guys about that a little bit, just to make sure you chose some good stuff for your vision boards. Have fun with it. There really is no bad way to make a vision board. I would just say to make sure that you have as many pictures as possible, like maybe a good at least 15, 20 images. And you want to think about it from all aspects. Let's say you're manifesting a new apartment. Well, how would you decorate your room? What kind of neighborhood would it be in? Where exactly is this apartment? What's your view out the window? How many rooms? What does the kitchen look like? What kind of curtains do you want to have? What kind of bedspread are you going to put on your bed? What's the color palette going to be? And you want to be, maybe realistic about it. If you're not doing well right now, budget wise, maybe don't manifest the penthouse apartment in New York. Maybe just start with like the studio apartment in the quirky neighborhood. You know what I mean? So we're focusing more on short-term goals, things that feel possible to manifest within 6 months to a year. So next thing I want to talk to you guys about is this scripting. You've got your vision board, you chose your one thing, you're like putting all your energy into that, finding cool pictures that remind you of exactly what it's going to look like to really just illustrate that example to you. The next step is to script. And we talked about that in the last episode, how we're using like the I am statement because that's powerful. We're using gratitude because that's powerful. But I wanted to show you guys some good examples and some bad examples of scripting, okay? So the first bad example I have here, number one, let's say you want to manifest a lot of money. The first example here is I am wealthy. The reason that's bad for scripting is because, first of all, we left out the thankful part, but second of all, it's really, really vague. So we're not writing affirmations here. At a different point in this section, we will definitely, do affirmations, but scripting is actually writing it as if it's already happened. You're telling a story. It's like you're writing paragraphs and paragraphs as if it has already happened. So I'll go over some better examples in a minute, but I have another bad example for you guys. Number two is, I am so thankful that I have a girlfriend who loves me. Well, that's a little bit better. We've got the I am statement. We've got the gratitude there. And we've got, a little adjective to describe it. You have a girlfriend, she loves you, but what is that girlfriend like? What does she look like? What kind of activities do you guys do together? What kind of hobbies do you guys do? What do you guys do on dates? What does it make you feel like? How has your life changed since she's come into your life? So to change that into a better example, you would write paragraphs and paragraphs as if it has already happened, what that experience is like of having that girlfriend. You're writing that you're thankful, you're using the I am, and you're telling a story about your life with that girlfriend. Number three is similar to number two. This is a bad example. I'm so thankful that I am a successful author. Well, that's cool. You're a successful author, but what kind of books do you write? How many books have you written? How much have you gotten paid for those books? Have you been featured anywhere? Have you been in Oprah's book club? What is that experience like for you? What does that look like for you? Because other than that, it's not scripting, it's just an affirmation. So I'm going to show you guys an example now of a good scripting example, and it's actually going to be from the example of number one, okay? And this is just me kind of spitballing here, but let's say you want to manifest that you're wealthy. You want to ask yourself, what does wealth look like to you in specific? Like, what amount of wealth do you want to have? How does that change your life? Once again, you're writing it as if it's already happened. And this is a little example, but you can take a second and read it. But it says, I'm so thankful that I am wealthy to the extent where I'm able to own multiple properties, pay all my bills on time and in full. I have all my debt paid off. I have retirement savings and ample college funds for my children. I love not having to work, but simply doing work that I enjoy when and how I want to, because money is so abundant. My work is more about using my talents and gifts and adding fulfillment to my life, etc. So I'm even writing here what it feels like every day, like I'm breathing sighs of relief, I smile, I know that I'm handing down generational wealth. And I kind of stopped there, but I would, if this was actually my scripting, I would add maybe 2 more paragraphs about that size, talking about the experience, what it's like, what it feels like, how my life is, what it's like when I wake up every day with this, wealth that I now have in my life. So I hope that that clears it up, what scripting is, and it's essentially you writing a story about your life as if you already have the thing that you want. So I want you to really put on your writing thinking cap and to, be a writer. I know some of you guys, this doesn't come naturally to you, maybe having all of these words. You can look up words. You can brainstorm a little bit if you're looking for more describing words or more adjectives. But I really want you to get into it. And I would say maybe 3 paragraphs of this size. And once again, you're only focusing your energy on manifesting one thing with this moon cycle. So it shouldn't be that hard. You're not manifesting 10 things. If you're trying to manifest 10 things, I want you to stop and I want you just to ask yourself, what's the next step forward in my life right now? And focus on manifesting the next step. One thing at a time. That's what I've learned that's really helped me be good at manifesting, as I just focus on one thing at a time. And once you get better at it, you can ask for other stuff too, but we're just going to get better at this together. So once again, scripting. Engage the senses, tell a story, write paragraphs in great detail. You're using the I am statement, you're using gratitude, you're acting as if it has already happened, and you're just like, it's a little like writing exercise. It should be fun, okay? And the reason I'm just like really drilling this into your heads and doing another episode on it here is because this is probably the most powerful thing you can do. This is how everything is going to manifest. So do not skip this step. And once again, you're going to write it as if it has already happened. So you might even want to close your eyes and imagine for a minute what your life would be like if you'd already manifested that wealth or that girlfriend or that job or that apartment or whatever it is. You're writing it as if it has already happened. And if you're still kind of stuck on this, I have a couple questions you can ask yourself. So some questions to ponder as you script. What would it look like? What would it feel like? How would my life be if it had already happened? What would I act like if I already had this in my life? That's something interesting to ask yourself, because I'm sure if you'd already manifested that thing, you would be acting a little bit different. Maybe you'd be having a different lifestyle. So you really want to get into that. I remember when I was manifesting moving to Bali, which you guys know the story, I ended up in Costa Rica, but I remember thinking that I would dress a little bit different. I would have a tan, my morning routine would be different. So when I wrote my scripting, I wrote it out all that stuff that I was going to be doing. So I hope that you guys have fun with this. This is supposed to be fun. Don't stress about it. I'm actually going to give you guys an extra day to work on this. So there will be no Manifest with Me session tomorrow. But there will be an episode up on Sunday and we will move forward then. So once again, no episode tomorrow, no episode on Saturday, but there will be another Manifest with Me episode on Sunday. Let me know if you need anything, if you have any questions, if you want me to look over anything, you can just write it in the comments below. I will be writing back every comment of anyone who needs a question. I'm here for you guys. I hope that you're having so much fun. I love vision boarding and I love doing this course. I actually have a lot of fun with the scripting and imagining things. That's actually the easy part for me, but I acknowledge that this might be the hard part for some people. So let me know if you need help, and I will see you on Sunday. Peace out.